Hello guys, my name is Erin, but on Discord I go by Lady Millioness. So I figured I may as well create a YouTube channel to support my fellow Lions in the Million Token community. What I want to share though is the analytics that I've been looking at behind the scenes. I am a financial analyst and Excel is my is my domain. So what I have been doing is downloading the Etherscan holder information and taking a look at that and seeing how many people, how many new wallets there are, how many coins new wallets are buying, as well as how many current holders are adding or taking away from their position. And there's a lot of really good news going on. So I know while we see the price drop from say 60 to 50 to even 40, I took a look at right before I hopped on here. That's actually not reflective of how the community is growing. And anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. So I'm going to see if I can share my screen. There we go. Let's share that. All right. So like I said, what I do is I take a look at Etherscan and I pull the entire download of all the holder addresses and stick that into a bunch of pivot tables, sort, filter, and do all of that to get the information that we're looking at today. I did take this information on July 19th, which is about 2 weeks ago. So the information that I'm going to be sharing with you is what has happened between July 19th and August 1st. So back on July 19th is where we were already probably 2 or 3 days out from where it had hit our all-time high around like 220. And was now into the $70 range, the $60 range. So we have come down since then, but like I said, there's some really exciting things that I want to show for you. Okay, so first up, here's our top million token wallets. So I have excluded TechLead as well as Uniswap. Their positions. And yeah, I just wanted to, give a little shout out to those million token holders that have these large positions. I've been in this from the beginning. And when I say from the beginning, I think I saw TechLead's video when it was about an hour old and then fumbled around for the next hour or two trying to figure out how to buy a million token. And I actually got in while it was still in the $2 range. So that was fantastic. I then did add to my position over the days as it went, but I've been following this from the very, very beginning. Like some others that you have probably seen when TechLead dropped the video and explained the basis of the token, the tokenomics, it just made so much sense that this was a crypto that I was interested in, mainly because of the transparency, how hard the tokenomics were. I guess that's the way, I really saw this as like Bitcoin incarnate in a way. So anyway, let's get back into the analysis because it is exciting. So here's the big piece that I've been taking a look at, and like I'll look at this almost daily to every other day. This is the first time that I've taken a look at the analysis at a 2-week period where, yeah, I'm just seeing, the positions and how they've changed over a 2-week span instead of say looking at it daily to see how things have changed. So right off the bat, what I want to show you is that in the last 2 weeks, even though the prices dropped and it's gone up and down, we have 8,861 wallets that have held. They haven't sold. In total, they hold just over 25% of all million tokens, but that is super strong. I did hide this, but I'll just quickly go in here and unhide. 63%. 63% of million token address or wallets have held, not added, not subtracted from their position over the last 2 weeks. I think that is very strong. You'll notice that I've also taken a look at the number of wallets that have been accumulating, and we've got another 15%. So when we take a look at the total between that, that's almost, well, 77%. That's almost 4 out of 5 wallets who have either held, as in not sold, just held on to their position, or added to it. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hide that here. Okay, so back to here. So the other one that I take, the other sort of thing that I will look at is the number of new wallet addresses. So over this 2-week period, we have seen an addition of 2,352 new wallets. We have unfortunately lost 1,687 wallets. People have decided they don't want to hold this anymore. And when we take a look at the number of tokens that they held, new wallets have acquired 132,955. So almost 133,000 tokens. These are being picked up from those that unfortunately cashed out and are no longer holding Million token. We do have a net negative, or as in the number of people that decided they didn't want to hold Million token anymore, they sold off 25,000. So while we had new people come in, new wallets buying up Million token, we're still at a deficit of 25,000. When we take a look at number of wallets who are existing as of July 19th and have purchased more, there was 1,934 of you out there who went in and increased your Million token position. Smart. So that was a total of 80,000. Just over 80,000. The number of wallets, unfortunately, that were divesting their position or selling off some was 905. So the difference between these wallet addresses and the ones that have cashed out is that these wallets still hold some Million token, whereas these, they don't hold any anymore. And again, we see net outflow in a sense. Just to keep everything reconciled here, I do include Tech Lead's position. So his has increased. And then the balance is what we see in the Uniswap and the BSC bridge wallets. But yeah, I don't know. When I took a look at this and I see that the large majority of people who are holding Million token are holding or adding to their position, I think this is very strong. The next tab that I'm going to show you is a breakdown of the position of what these wallets are holding. So for August 1st, that's today, we have now only 3 wallets that are holding more than 10,000 Million token. This is down from 2 weeks ago. There were 10 wallets that were holding over 10,000. Tech Lead tweeted just the other day that there was one address that sold off 30,000 Million token. And I remember in the beginning, like when I say in the beginning, this is like when the price was below $10, there were some very large positions, right? Because people were able to buy in, right? When the coin was only selling at $2, $5, you could buy a whole lot more Million token. And so people were amassing these really large positions. But then what happened as the price continued to increase is that when they sold, they were selling large positions, right? So yesterday, when we saw the 30,000 tokens sell off, that made a huge, dent to the price. But what I'm seeing happening, and this is something that, if you ever listen to Kathy Wood share whenever she sees, price go down or prices go down in stocks that, have value to them, is that she talks about the market broadening. And this is what I'm seeing happening here too. So we've got some of these larger wallets, they've got greater than 10,000 Million token in them. And, to keep in perspective, that's a very small percentage of the overall coins that are in circulation. So I know Tech Lead has alluded to this before where, for example, in Doge, there's a couple wallets that hold a huge percentage of Dogecoin in them. With Million token, we're a lot more spread out, and this is healthy. I think this is, well, we're seeing like a really bumpy, first couple days. And I mean, this token is only a month old. What we're going to see though is that as these whales start selling their positions. And I mean, sure, great, you know, you got in early, your holdings have appreciated. What's that going to do is that it's going to allow some of the smaller fish to come in, accumulate the million token that they're selling, and then it's going to be spread out among more people. What this will do in the future is that when someone decides that they do need to cash out for whatever reason, you know, we're not seeing a loss of 30, or we're not seeing 30 million tokens hit the exchange all of a sudden. It might be more like 3,000. And that, in terms of like price stability, yeah, in the future, the price should be more stable. But anyway, so taking a look at the numbers again, yeah, that's essentially what I'm saying, is that the large wallets are now starting to trickle down. And while we're seeing the downward pressure when these wallets are selling, they're now being bought up by smaller wallets. Well, you know, when it's at $40, $50, $60, there's not as many million tokens that can be purchased probably by one person as compared to when it was trading at $4, $5, $20, that sort of thing. Anyway, so I'm gonna stop sharing. Just want to say hi. I'm going to aim to do this some more. So please like, subscribe if this is interesting to you. And yeah, drop any comments down below if you have any questions for me. Thanks. See ya.